Sports Extra. I'm now joined with the Lubbock Cooper Lady Pirates, who are the Extra Innings team of the week, coming off an area round playoff sweep, now moving to 28-4 overall. Up next, we'll hear from Coach Colwell and some of those Lady Pirates. All right, Coach, I want to start off to even just get to the area round. Y'all had to defeat Wichita Falls Memorial, which y'all did so with confidence to clinch the bi-district champs. Just walk me through how that weekend went.
Well, it was a long weekend. They all are from this point on. But we get to Wichita Falls. We had a field change at the last minute, but my kids took it in stride and they did what they're supposed to do. They came out swinging, though, Memorial did, and we had a little bit of a, I wouldn't say a scare, but they tried to jump on us early, and then our kids decided not today, and they took care of it, and they just leaned on each other, and we've talked about that all year, being a family and a team and just leaning on each other when you may not have your best game, but somebody else will pull you through.
And then that kind of leads me into my second one. Leaning on the team, we're going into that area round. Game one, it's all tied up, one apiece, bases are loaded. Alyssa Lozano comes up, she daggers it straight there. Y'all have now the 4-1 lead. Just talk about how your team is able to lean on each other. You're tied up, and then you just blow it right open. Same thing. If we try to pass the bat, if we struggle at the plate, we know our next kid's gonna push us through, and that's exactly what they did. We've talked about that all year. We play obviously better with the lead, and once we got that, it gave us a little more confidence just to keep our foot on the gas. And then game two, y'all shut the door on them, a shutout, 5-0 victory. A lot of that 0 on the board came from Brooklyn Ray in the circle, but then Addison Luna was key to get runners across, including herself. Just walk me through game two, being able to shut them out, shut that door.
We thought game two we might end up seeing that first pitcher, which had us on the ropes early. We didn't, so we had to adjust to a different type of pitching, a little slower, maybe a little more movement. But the kids just decided, hey, we're going to do this, and then ask how they like the chicken, when Luna got up, burn baby burn, right? So she put that out there and just got us rolling, and we just never looked back.
And then y'all got Brewer in the regional semifinals. Yes. They're a team that is putting up a lot of runs. Obviously you want to celebrate this area championship, but y'all want to keep the season going. Have y'all seen anything on that team, or are y'all more so focused on what y'all can do, y'all's bat and y'all's pitching? Exactly.
We have to lean on each other. Again, I know I sound like a broken record, but that's just what we've been preaching to these kids. We will obviously try to get something on them. Yes, they've put up a lot of runs, but we don't know what kind of competition they've faced. We know what kind of competition they will face when they see us, and I think they're the ones that need to be worried.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you for coming in, Coach.
Absolutely. Thank you for this honor. We appreciate it.
Of course. Up next, we'll hear from some of those Lady Pirates. All right, Alyssa, going back to game one against the Matadors, your bat kind of changed the game in that one to give y'all that 4-1 lead. With the insurance, just talk about your ability being patient at the bat, waiting for it to come.
I was just trying to hit it in a gap so we can score some runs, get in their heads. It's really all, got to do it for my team.
Of course. And then, Coach kind of mentioned the chicken, and I know a couple games that I've been out, I've seen the chicken making an appearance. Can y'all kind of talk to me about why the chicken is in the dugout, kind of what the chicken brings to y'all's team?
It's a little hype thing. Whenever we're up, we're just trying to annoy the other team to get in their head, but I think it brings us up as well.
Of course. And then, my last question for y'all are the area champs, but the job isn't done yet. Y'all have regional semifinals. Looking at this team behind me, yourself being a senior, what's the motivation to keep on going?
Just to, I don't even know, just to go through it and get past the third round. Make history.
All right, McKenna, you celebrated your birthday during game one on Friday, and you did so by helping your team keep the Matadors from striking there in the 5th. Just how cool was it to be in a playoff game on your birthday, but win that playoff game?
It was really fun, and I was really looking forward to it because our bus was all decked out, and it looked so pretty. And then we got there, and the pitcher was throwing really fast, and I feel like we all got super nervous, and I got nervous too because I was I want to play good on my birthday, and we all just decided to come in clutch and hit off of her, and it felt really good to win.
No, and you played clutch on your birthday, keeping them off the board. And I mentioned it to Coach. Brewer up next, the regional semifinals. You know your team, and you know regardless of the competition, what y'all can do. So what's the key to keeping y'all's season alive?
I think that we just need, like, this is the best team that we've had, and I think we're all just trying to do our best and go as far as we can. So we're all just going to do it all together and be a family.
Well, perfect, and happy late birthday again.
Thank you.
Of course. Lydia, you also had yourself a weekend. You celebrated your birthday in Game 2, had a daggering hit right back to the pitcher. Just talk about being able to impact your team on your birthday and get the win.
Just being around these girls really makes me a better person and a better player. And so whenever I did play on my birthday, I think just doing it not for myself but for my team really made me play better.
And then, you know, when you do get a good hit, we see some energy, we see some dance moves. So just talk about where that comes from. You know, when you see something good happen, what goes on? What makes you want to just show that extra energy?
I just get out there and I just do whatever the first dance move that comes to mind. Sometimes we kind of plan it out, like me and T will plan it out before I go out there, so that kind of motivates me to get on base so I can do a cool dance move.
And then, you know, I asked Lozano, but I wanted to ask you as well, looking at this team behind me and you being a senior, what does it mean to just keep this season going in the next round against Brewer?
I think just being a team of this caliber, they don't only push me, but we push ourselves, like each other. So I think just keep on holding each other accountable is just so important. And because like we know what we can do and we know that we can go out and beat this team and go and make history. So
perfect. Well, happy birthday again. Congratulations.
thank you.
The Lubbock Cooper Lady Pirates are this week's Extra Innings Team of the Week. Up next, they'll have the regional semifinals where they'll face the Brewer Bears. Stick around, I'll have more KCBD Sports Extra when we come back.